what am I doing here? If you can do bad all by yourself, then what am I doing here? So I saw this post. Okay, I saw this post when I was scrolling through social media. I had to take my time with it. But I wanted to have this discussion. Okay, so this woman says, I think successful black men date outside of their race because other races allow their man to take care of them, and black women be on some I don't need a man for nothing ish. Men like to feel needed. Black women will always remind you that you are not. So first and foremost, what I want to say about this exact post is it's really not necessarily a race thing, because when we look all over social media, some of the women on TikTok that have the highest amount of followers are white women telling white men that they don't need them either. Okay, that they ain't this, they ain't that, who do they think they are? So it's definitely not a race thing. It's just a mindset thing. There are some women who just want, like, they feel like their lifelong duty is to tell men that they don't need them. To tell men that, like, I don't need you. You're just an addition here. You think you this and you think you that. Like, I could live without you. I could do bad all by myself. It used to just be culturally, I think it used to be that kind of thing. But as feminism has exponentially grown and made it to even the youngest of younger generations, you can watch cartoons now, and they are pushing that narrative of like feminism and, women can do everything and this and this and that. You don't need a man. You can be stronger than a man. So in that regard, it's not necessarily a race thing. It is a mindset thing. Now moving forward, what she said about men feeling needed is absolutely true, right? It's absolutely true. But I think everybody wants to feel needed. A woman wants to feel needed in a relationship as well as a man does as well. People can combat, what this woman is saying and try to find fault with it. But if we're being really, really honest, there's no lies told here. Okay. I don't need a man for nothing, and every day making him feel like he doesn't deserve to be around you. He should feel lucky. He should feel blessed that you picked him and you chose him. Like, having that mentality, you're going to make a man feel like what am I doing here? If you can do bad all by yourself, then what am I doing here? Why am I wasting our time? Right? And so think about when a man then becomes extremely successful, right? And has way more options maybe than he had before, or just has the finances to be able to actually live and enjoy life. Why would he want to live and enjoy life alongside somebody who is constantly berating him, telling him you don't need him, trying to kill his ego, trying to kill his self-worth, trying to literally cow him down, for lack of better words, speak down to him, break him down to size? Like, why would he want that as his counterpart when he has already gone through whatever struggles, trials, to become successful, whatever that would mean, right? To get to a place of peace, stability, paying his own bills, okay, not living paycheck to whatever it is. Why would he then get there and then have to deal with you telling him that you don't need him and you don't got it and all that kind of stuff? You coming here just because you the boss in the boardroom? I'm the wife. I wear the pants. Why? He's respected everywhere else. Why should he tolerate disrespect from you? Now, when it comes to the race part of this conversation, I have to be honest. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes we just still have to take history into consideration, right? So when you take history into consideration, there is a separation of the two, the black man and the black woman. If we're just being completely honest, historically, it is noted that is truth, right? Not only were families ripped, literally like physically ripped apart from each other, and things happening right in front of them, and that trauma, that generational trauma, is still very much alive, but also in other ways, in other systems as well. Okay, which we can get into, but that's a very political video, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So that is true. And what you are going to find is that culturally, right? Culturally, there are women who are not in the state of mind that they don't need their spouse, that they don't need a man's help, that they don't need a man to do anything because they can do everything that he can do. Culturally, here in America, because of all the freedom, because of all the choices that we have, it has just shown that once women have a choice and once women have freedom, they will always choose themselves higher than they will choose you. They will, once they get to a certain level, they will disrespect or show that they don't need somebody else because of the level that they're at. Which is why you hear men saying that they don't necessarily want a woman who is so overly educated, because then she acts like she knows everything more than him, and then now she's trying to talk down to him and try to tell him that, again, she'll need him. So it's unfortunate, because with all the freedoms and changes that have happened to our society, and especially for women, okay, just because of what I'm talking about, you would think that it would bring the community together in a sense, because they are now free to do all the things that they want to do and create the families peacefully and equivocally together. But instead, it's brought great distance. Unfortunately, right? It shouldn't be that because you don't have a choice, that's the only reason why you want to show your man that you need him or respect him. But not when you have a choice, you change your mind. And nobody would want to feel that way, right? A woman would be heartbroken if a man was only treating her good because he felt like he had to, because he had no other option. And as soon as he got other options, he started treating her, a different way. A woman would be like, oh my God, I can't believe, you see, all these men are this, they can't change this. We forget that men also have emotions and feelings also, right? So if they can do better, should they do better? And I always say this: if it was your son being mistreated by a woman who was telling him that she doesn't need him, she could do better by herself, I'm always reminding him that I don't need, how would you feel if another woman was treating your son that way? Would you want him to stay with her, or would you want him to go to a different option? I'm not talking about race, I'm just talking about in general. Would you want him to be with a woman who is going to make him feel as he should feel as a man, and who is also going to make him happy? If you ask women those questions, they are always going to say they want their son to be happy. So when we step out of that and we say, okay, so what about your man? Doesn't he deserve to be happy? Well, that's not the point. It is a point. It is the point. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next video. Love you.